So, welcome to another episode of 4 Powers from Within. My name is Ishwar. I help people accomplish their goals, no matter how many times they might have failed in the past, how difficult they seem, how impossible you might consider them to be. Now, this video, as a couple of previous other ones where I've been focusing on New Year resolution and things you might want to change, I would just give a quick tip, which for me it was like, it took me ages. Like the main idea I would say is you don't want to set an intention or a goal that is counterproductive. Now in this case, I got caught up for a while simply because I always think about improving health and general well-being, and I was stuck for a long time trying to eliminate sugar, and the wrong advice that I got was it didn't work for me, so it was a wrong advice for me, was to try to reduce it little by little, which really didn't help because I was stuck. And I suppose the way my mind works is that I just cut things off straight off, and it's easier. You might struggle a couple of days at the most, but it's easier in the long run. So, and another very useful additional tip is that you can swap to brown sugar, not to aspartame. Aspartame is really, really bad. Any other thing like stevia could be an alternative. Honey, if you manage to get the natural one, mind it, it's not easy to get the 100% natural one, organic honey. So those are couple of alternatives, which again, except for honey, ideally you want to reduce it little by little so that you don't have this addiction altogether, like you get rid of it, if not completely. Like the first time you have a bitter coffee with no sugar, it seems disgusting, but you get used to it, and then you realize the real taste of coffee is not what you really thought if you've been taking with loads of sugar, as I used to do. And you just need to hang in there until you get used to it if you don't like it the first time. And the main thing, besides these tips, the main thing I want to suggest is that if you are really concerned, taking sugar it's really detrimental to your health. It leads to inflammation, so many other things. However, some people are concerned that they are just about the limit of getting to be diabetic. If that's the case, I would recommend quick yogic exercise, which is just putting your feet together and then sitting however it's comfortable for you. Your back has to be straight. Putting your feet together like this and then holding them with your hands and then flapping your knees like the movement of a butterfly. Okay. If you want, I could think about make another video where I explain it more clearly, like doing it, performing it myself. And all you need is 2 minutes, simply 2 minutes every day. It'll keep the diabetes off the way. And you could also consider, as I said, some alternatives. Ideally, I would say that cutting all sugar, all sweeteners down, except for honey. Honey, if you want it, it's great, and if you manage to get the natural one, of course. And then you want to also make sure you monitor the calorie intake. And if you are young and if you are fit, if you're able to pull this off, I would say every time you're going to have let's say a heavy meal, before you go and have it, you try to do, even if you do like 50 squats intensely, and then just after that have a heavy meal, you kind of reduce the toll that it takes on you. Okay, so if you have other techniques that you would want to recommend, please comment below, and then please subscribe and like.